mother here in Colorado says the person accused of killing her child should not have been on the streets.
9 News Investigates found the suspect was supposed to be in the Department of Corrections for months before the crime happened. 9 News reporter Ria Jha spoke with the mother, who is now demanding answers.
Because I'm trying to understand what the hell happened.
It's a question Caprice Bird has been asking since the night of September 9th, when she rushed to the Renaissance downtown lofts.
And when I got there, the block from 20th, it was just lit up.
That apartment complex, operated by the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless, is where 27-year-old Quincy Bird lived for the past 4 years.
And I said, I'm Quincy's mom. What's going on? What's going on? And then I turn around and the case manager says, Quincy's dead.
Only later did Caprice learn exactly how Quincy died.
That's when I heard murder in the first degree.
As Caprice cleaned and gathered belongings from her child's apartment,
the coroner told me it was a little bit of blood. It was not a little bit of blood.
She learned details she never wanted to imagine.
Brutally beat and then smother.
The court documents quote a witness who said the suspect grabbed a pole and struck the victim several times on the head. The witness said he was then told to look away after he saw the suspect smothering Quincy with a blanket. A few minutes later, the suspect told him Quincy was dead.
Quincy lay there while they smoked meth from that day, and they simply walked out of her apartment and went to the witness's apartment and hung out for another day.
Denver police arrested 34-year-old Jasmine Taylor on suspicion of homicide.
I choose not to say her name because she shouldn't have been out on the streets.
She's right. There was an active warrant for Taylor's arrest at the time of Quincy's death. While speaking with 9 News Investigates, we showed Caprice documents we requested from the Department of Corrections that showed
the last time this parole officer saw the defendant was in December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Killed my daughter in September. Is that what I'm reading?
For 9 months, DOC had no idea where Taylor was.
It says high risk on here?
High risk. That's what DOC called Taylor. We also found an extensive criminal history, incarcerated twice for felony menacing and assault. Instead of finding Taylor, this log says parole officers were, quote, prioritizing apprehension leads in accordance with caseload size and public safety concerns. But we knew where Taylor was. Court documents say police watched hours of surveillance video showing Taylor enter Quincy's apartment building several times. A witness even said Taylor had been staying with Quincy at the time.
While I was going through Quincy's apartment, I was really upset to come across this. This is a FedEx package.
Mom also found this.
They got this!
Indicating Taylor was at the Colorado Coalition apartment complex this summer.
Jasmine Taylor.
Taylor received mail, dated in July, addressed to the Renaissance downtown lofts. But we don't know exactly how long Taylor stayed there. Colorado Coalition said Taylor was never a resident at the Renaissance downtown lofts and wasn't aware of any mail Taylor received at the apartment complex.
The whole system failed. The whole system failed. And now my Quincy is dead.
In a statement, Department of Corrections said they take matters like this seriously. And since Jasmine Taylor was a high-risk individual, they assigned Taylor to the Fugitive Apprehension Unit, who they said actively investigated the case until the arrest. I've kept up with Quincy's mom, Caprice, over the past few months. She now has a folder outlining every detail of this case and has shown up to every one of Taylor's hearings. Taylor is expected in court on February 28th, where a judge will decide whether she goes to trial or not. Ria Jha, 9 News.